So welcome back to the program, a good friend of ours, Cathy Erickson, because if pets could talk, oh, the stories they would tell. But this morning we're going to talk about something very serious.
Yes, we are.
Apparently it's becoming too popular around here.
Well, it has waxed and waned every time with economic changes. But right now the economy is picking up, but we're still seeing it, and that's something called pet flipping.
Pet flipping.
Right. Pet flipping is when thieves take your dog. So if you've got, and it could be for a variety of reasons. There's a variety of thieves, I guess we can say. Some people want dogs for dog fighting, bait dogs, which is just hideous. Some people want to steal them and sell them on Craigslist. Some people will take them for puppy mill dogs.
For breeding purposes?
For breeding purposes, and other people will take them to sell for research. So your dog is valuable, and you need to treat it that way. Mm-hmm. One of the things that anybody in the pet community will try to tell you is the first thing is don't let your dog out in the yard by itself. Okay, so most people live in town. You've got that fenced yard. You let them out the back slider and then go, get ready for work or whatever. Try not to do that. If you can, keep an eye on them. Maybe have somebody by a window where you can always see what's going on, because so often what we're hearing is, I put them out in the yard. I thought the gate was closed, and the gate's open and the dog is gone. Well, the gate's not open because you left it open. The gate's open. They have talked to people who have been caught, and they've learned that they are told leave the gate open, so that's what the people think. Don't just reach in and swipe it. So you're busy beating, you're busy beating yourself up, but it wasn't your fault at all. So and the problem is, we see these dogs leave. They're so hard to recover. Once they're gone, they tend to be gone. So what you want to do is really work on this prevention. One of the things to keep an eye out for, particularly if you have a purebred dog, is you're out at the dog park, you're walking your dog, and somebody and it's so easy for us as pet people to come up. Jackie's walking her dog. I'm like, oh my gosh, what an adorable dog you have here, and we start talking, and you're so proud of your dog, and you're talking about it, and you may give away a little more information than you should.
You're bragging it up.
You're bragging it up, how maybe your dog is a show dog, or your dog is not neutered or spayed, or your reasons for not doing that. Well, all of a sudden, maybe you've just created a target on the back of your dog. Because
so Jackie, that's a pretty cute little dog you have. Yeah. So now you have to say, oh yeah, he's not doing real well.
I have to admit, I hate it because I have a really cute small dog, and I'm kind of mean when people. I'm not mean, but people always want to come. Yeah, protective. That's a good word. Mm-hmm. People always want to come up, and I'm kind of like, leave us alone. It's like we're usually out and about because we want to play or do our business, and they don't need you coming over and petting them and picking them up. So I apologize if you're one of the people. I've been that way too.
Well, nobody needs to be picking up your dog.
But I'm pretty protective when it comes to my dogs that way.
Exactly, and people should be more. I think even just as Midwesterners, we're just so easy going about everything. You're walking around Gray's Lake, but we just need to be a little bit more careful.
Now, would it be to someone's best interest to lock their gates?
It depends on the dog. If you've got a dog that somebody can just reach over and nab, mm-hmm. it's not going to matter. Yeah. And it depends on how friendly your dog is versus non-friendly. But what you want to do is you also want to microchip your dog. A lot of these dogs, they can't be sold if they're microchipped. So if you are talking to strangers, you might mention that.
No, his microchip is in a tracking device built inside of him.
But a lot of these sound like they're happening out in the open. It's not like they're coming in and invading your home or something like that, maybe your backyard, but it's happening out in the open.
And a good friend of mine who has, and the odd thing that we're seeing, and this is the second wave that we've seen this, is it's large dogs. A friend of mine has 2 pointers and a Weimaraner, and she's always watching her dogs. She had them in the backyard. She was either coming out the door, she just let them out and coming out the door, came out the door and saw a van by the end of her yard, and as soon as they saw her, they pulled out and left. Well, A, there shouldn't have been a van there with people just sitting in it. B, she's convinced that they were just waiting for the dogs to come out.
Yeah.
So it's you don't know. And her dogs are all pure. They're rescues, but they're purebreds. So easy to pick up and nab. And we're not sure what the scenario is with the large dogs, but that has seemed to be a trend.
And you're saying this is happening right here in Des Moines.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing too. Iowa and Missouri are the top 2 puppy mill states in the country. So if you've got people out there looking for dogs to breed, they're going to nab them, check, and then who knows how they're going to end up disposing of them.
If they don't use them, yeah.
Yeah, or if they find, they pick up a female dog, and it's spayed. So they're probably going to get sold, in Craigslist in Omaha, or Kansas City, or Springfield, Missouri, or something. It's just too much to monitor. You can't. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about Craigslist too. There are trends you see. You'll see the same people selling dogs over and over, so you want to be careful about that. But if you do have economic reasons, if for whatever reason you need to get rid of your dog, there's the other side of this coin too, where people troll Facebook to find dogs. We see if you go on Craigslist. I'm sorry, I meant Craigslist. You see it all the time. Oh, we have to move. We have our circumstances have changed. We have to give away our beautiful yellow lab. Well, don't give it away. There are people that are just collecting those dogs, and they'll come in and they'll tell you, we just lost our lab. They'll give you a sob story and let you know what a wonderful home it is. Well, you know what? There's ways to check that. If you do have to give away a dog and you do decide to use Craigslist, there's nothing wrong with that if you do it right. So do charge for your dog, and do ask the people for vet records, because if they have to produce a vet that will vouch for them. I mean, your vets will vouch for you.
Right, sure.
But if this is a person that's causing trouble, well, they don't have a vet that's going to vouch for.
That'll stop them right there.
Right. They're never going to show up at your house.
Right.
So that's a problem.
Okay. If people want more information, where can they go to?
They can always go to Great Iowa Pet Expo or muzzlebump.com.
There it is.
There it is. One big event coming up next weekend I want to mention is the Iowa Horse Fair. Next weekend at the Iowa State Fairgrounds. A lot of fun. I'm competing Sunday morning. Come out and watch me.
You have a hat and everything?
What do you do?
I have a helmet.
A helmet, okay.
What event are you in?
Competitive trail. They've got a trail challenge. It's competitive trail riding.
Okay.
So,
That's cool.
I will not be winning.
You'll be competing.
You have the boots?
Right there, Lou.
Okay.
Right there.
She's good to go.
I'm good to go.
Perfect. Wonderful. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.